Me. Yeah, not too special, I know, but at least I got a couple things to say. For whatever reason you clicked on this video, you did. So you might as well lock in your attention span and watch at least half of this. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably find yourself procrastinating on a daily basis. Throughout high school, I've been stuck with the mentality that I'll just get rich eventually. Unfortunately, that's not really how things work. You kind of figure it out. Even just a couple months ago, I got crazy motivation to start my first business. And I've always struggled finding out what niche I would exactly want to go into. And then I finally realized that clothing was the perfect fit. Since then, I've been writing and brainstorming and basically doing everything I can, but, actually committing. And what's great about modern technology is that realistically, the only thing I need to start going is a Shopify subscription and maybe a domain, I guess. But, anyways, after a couple weeks, it basically just completely fell apart. And I ended up falling back into that same procrastination mindset of I'll get it done eventually. Not just this, but even making a YouTube channel. Of course, every kid's dream, they want to be a YouTuber and play video games every day, but I never really saw the same dream as everyone else. Gaming and faking your reactions always seemed so stupid. But recently, I figured out the exact type of videos I want to make. And honestly, not even just making videos. I've had this idea for the next, let's say, 5 years. I want a list of 10 things or 10 goals that I can keep and stay track of. One of those goals was that I want to constantly be learning a skill. And the first one I chose is editing and content creation. So I want to split this video up into two main sections. In the first section, I want to talk about what I want to do with the channel, and then the second half, I want to talk about some of the inspirations that have really solidified what I want to do. So as you know, I pretty much have zero experience in editing, but I did set out a couple rules for the channel. The first rule is that I'm giving myself 1 week to make a video, and I have to post every single week. So I'm going to go from Monday to Sunday is the time that I have to record, edit, and post the video, and I'm gonna make sure I stick to it. So right now, let me see. Right now it is Wednesday, April 1st, 7:25. So I've got up until Sunday. Right now I'm doing a voiceover, and throughout the week I'm gonna try to edit up a little couple things in it, make it look a little bit better. And yeah, I don't want to mess with any AI, so I'm not gonna be doing auto captions or asking ChatGPT to figure out what I can make content about. But the main thing is that I want a storytelling channel. So every video is basically going to be about some subject. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. I might steer away from some controversial things, but every video is going to pretty much be over a video game. I'm not the greatest at video games. I'll say it now, but hopefully I get better in the future. There's definitely some I'm good at, but certain ones that we don't gotta talk about that. One of the main things is that people my age don't really focus on things that I focus on. So sometimes it's really hard to get my mind off of it or just talk about it in general. So if you're ever interested in some random gameplay, maybe you want Valorant or Siege in the background, you've come to the right place. Now, with any video I make, I'm probably going to mainly focus on making a video on anything I like. I'm not gonna try to beat the algorithm or try to get a bunch of views. I also want to figure out where I can get this channel in a year, 6 months. I have a mic coming eventually, so voice quality will be a little bit better. So this is kind of a scuffed first video, but I did a little bit of research today, and basically everybody said that you just gotta start. So that's where I am. I've seen that many others in this niche of gameplay and storytelling usually have one thing in common, and it's that it's very low key. It's smooth gameplay in the background and a calm voice. But and I want to stick to that, but I want to veer towards a little more personalized. I want to add some memes in there.
Did he just say that his last name is Burger?
I want to add sound effects. I want to talk about things. I don't want to be just dead and nonchalant. Nonchalant is stupid. And I definitely want to keep this video short because it's kind of hard to think about like 10, 15 minutes of things on a new channel. There's only so much I can say, I'm going to do this. But now for this next section, I want to touch on what has inspired me to make this channel in the first place. There's a channel called Learn, and I'm going to link him in the description of this video, but he might be the wisest person I've ever heard talk in general. I mean, this guy is in his late 20s. He has a video covering just about pretty much every corner of self-improvement and anything investing and financial. His talk about how he became financially free really resonated with me, so here I am now. Although monetizing the videos I make here is a goal for the future, for now I want to completely focus on the basics of content creation and improving my editing skills. People like to learn super flashy techniques in editing, but I'm going to focus on the simple edits that get the job done. Another thing that Wylearn is amazing at is his commentary. Just like me, he's got topics that he's super interested in, and even better, he plays OG COD. So anybody watching this video, I highly recommend you go check out his channel. Rather than watching people play games and talk about them, you might as well watch someone do the same just with a little higher IQ commentary. Anyways, to really wrap this up, I'm going to try to focus on 10 to 15-minute commentaries on specific things I can talk about for that long. I'm sure some of you know exactly what I mean. I could ramble on for 10 years about certain conspiracy theories, but when it comes to boring things, it's really a struggle. And funny enough, this is one of the things that I'm actually hoping I can improve throughout my videos. So yeah, I mean, I don't expect anyone to subscribe, but if you stay till the end of the video, which, probably rare, do me a solid, drop me a comment. Even if you have no editing skills, let me know what I can work on, topics I could cover even. Getting another view from another person does a lot more than you think, whether that be one of you to me or even me to you, which is funny because that's literally the point of this channel. Hey, and even if you don't have anything to say about editing, what about the game I'm playing? One thing that I've definitely already learned is that I repeat words like crazy. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I can learn to keep my mind fresh whenever I'm recording. And whatever topic I stay on, I make sure that it's like half bearable to listen to. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.